Welcome to our podcast about the Parkwood camping trip. We are the Parkwood Panthers. So just to start off, we're going to go around and we're going to say our names and explain our roles. So I'm Dom and I was the risk assessor.
Hi, I'm Ted and I was a photographer.
I'm Ryan and I was a first aider.
I'm Josh and I was the navigator.
I'm Liam, I did the kit list.
I'm Lucas and I was the chef.
My role as the risk assessor was to complete the risk assessment before we actually went on the camp, and I had to plan for the level of risk and action to be taken.
Right, so as my role as a photographer, I obviously had to take photos during the prep day. I was setting up the tents when we got to Parkwood. When I walked back, so I was taking photos consistently of all the boys during our day out at Parkwood.
My role as the first aider was to be responsible for taking the first aid kit, which Kev kindly provided to us, applying any first aid to any injuries that we luckily didn't have.
So my role as navigator was to use Kev's instructions in the morning and the map to get us home safely.
My role as the kit lister was to make sure all the boys had all the kit they needed before we left and for the walk home.
And then as the chef, I was in charge of making sure all the boys ate nicely during the night.
So our camping journey as a group began last year when we had a practice day with Kev, practicing putting the tents up and checking them over to make sure they were all right for the camping trip. So me, Ted and Rye were all in the tent together, and on the practice day we discovered that our tent had a few holes in it. What do you boys think about that?
Obviously, on our camping day, we were lucky enough to be provided with a new tent that had no holes in and we were able to set up nicely.
Any thoughts, Rye?
No, I just think it was very kind of Kev to provide us with a new tent.
What about you boys?
Yeah, our tent was alright, wasn't it?
Yeah, it took a while to set up, but there was nothing wrong with it. And because we practiced setting it up last year in that practice session, we were more confident and able to set up the tent quicker during the actual camp, and we were able to help other groups if they needed it.
So after that practice day, we then had a day a couple of weeks before the camp checking the stoves over, making sure they were all right and testing them out.
During that practice day, our stoves weren't great. One of them didn't work at all. One of them was a bit iffy. So luckily when we went to the camp, we were able to get new stoves.
So after that practice day, it was time for the actual camping day. All the boys met in the morning. So after that, we then met Kev down at the Meads, checked in with our group, grabbed all our equipment, all the stoves, and made our way up to the bus. And from there, drove to Parkwood, unpacked all the stuff, and got straight into putting the tents up. Me, Ted and Ryan. I'd say our tent went up pretty fast, to be fair.
Especially as it was a much new and improved tent as well.
I think did you put yours up earlier than ours?
We did. We actually set our tent up first before the other
took a lot
boys.
longer, didn't we?
Yeah,
We struggled. We had to get Callum to come help us, didn't we?
Yeah, and then once they were up, we went out to look for firewood to start the big bonfire that we had during the night.
But we set up in a good location, right next to each other, so the rest of the night was fine. The inflatable roll mats that we all bought were quite nice as well.
I forgot to bring mine, so I tried to share with
You tried to share with me.
I tried to share with both of Liam and Lucas, but unfortunately they weren't having any of it.
So after we set up the tents and gathered all the firewood, we started getting into the cooking. Money?
Yeah, so we set up 2 stoves that worked this time. They heated up the food nice and quick. We cooked sausages to start with, made some sausage sandwiches.
Raw sausage sandwiches, man.
I think
Josh
you had,
Boyd was thoroughly enjoyed.
No, they were not raw. They were hot in the middle. But Kev tried to gaslight me and saying that they weren't cooked. But at the end of the day, I'm the one that didn't get ill.
Ryan wasn't having any of it. He just ate bread all night.
I didn't fancy the food poisoning. So
Then we moved on to the bacon. That cooked a lot easier, a lot better.
Yeah, especially after you dropped 2 bits on the floor.
Yeah, I dropped some on the floor.
I did not have those.
Yeah, and the whole cup of sunflower oil as well. That was
I think
fine.
Josh might have had the bits from the floor.
I think the highlight of the cooking for me was you eating a plate of 6 eggs.
Yeah,
with shelling it.
No one else wanted eggs, so I tried to scramble them.
Instead of trying to trade the eggs, Money decided to eat 6 eggs just on a plate scrambled that probably weren't even cooked properly.
Also, to be fair to Money, it picked a very good location behind a tree.
Yeah, to block the wind
out really well.
Stoves, yeah.
Because after the practice day and the wind putting out our stoves, we made up for that. We learned our lesson and adapted.
After we was finished with all the cooking and eating Money's food, we moved on to setting up the inside of our tents, putting all our roll mats out, sleeping mats and all that. Yeah.
How was it for you boys? I don't know how big your tent was, to be
Well,
honest.
to be fair, it was only me and Money that set that up really, because Josh came a bit underprepared, didn't read my kit list and didn't bring a roll mat. So.
No, well, to be fair, I did have a roll mat back in my halls, but
decided not to bring it.
I just didn't. One, I thought it wasn't 100% needed, and obviously it was a bit inconvenient because it didn't really fit in my bag.
Which is why me and Liam bought inflatable roll mats.
Yeah, well,
So
after sleeping, do you think it was needed? Did you wake up in the morning and think,
oh yeah, 100%,
100%.
100%.
He slept on our legs.
He slept on our legs. So
I
we
thought
could
it was
have a roll
definitely
mat.
needed because and then Dad had a sleeping bag and I had my jumper as my pillow.
What about
That's
you
honestly.
boys? How was your tent?
It's quite cosy, to be honest. We set up. I was nice and snug in the middle.
It wasn't the biggest of tents, so the three of us lads squeezed in there was quite.
I think it was big enough though.
Did
as
you
well.
all have roll mats?
fit
or
nice.
did
We
you,
all had roll mats.
We all had roll mats, yeah.
Yeah.
So as a team, we got 0 boxes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there was one team that got 6.
I think
like 3 of them.
Yeah, so as we got 0 boxes, we got no prizes, although Kev was generous enough to give every group a prize. What did we get? Does anyone remember?
So I went up to the middle around the fire pit and selected a box from the group that had like 8 boxes. That was very kind of them. So I think our box contained some orange juice. So that was a nice pick me up in the morning before I walk back.
Then we moved on to the talent show. We had to wait quite a while, didn't we, for our talent, watching everyone else.
I'd say it was worth the wait.
I'd also say it was
Towards the end.
it says it was robbery that we weren't top
Oh,
three.
yeah, because the fact that Pitbull got over us was
Our,
really
our
disappointing.
singing was immaculate.
I was
wasn't it?
expecting at least a podium place, but then obviously, clearly the biased judges liked Pitbull more. Because I think,
What was it we sang again, Josh?
never mind, I'll find someone like you.
Yeah. That wasn't even our talent at the beginning, was it? We was meant to do headers, but
It was a bit dark for that.
it was way too dark. We didn't even have
We had to
a
adapt.
It was a bit
Why is
too
a risk
close.
assessment?
Kev did come up to us at the end though and let us know that he found that he liked our talent a lot more than he thought he was going to when he heard that it was just going to be us singing.
I think it was just a nice moment, to be honest.
It was all of us
Yeah,
together
we,
singing along.
we serenaded
Yeah,
her a
yeah.
little bit.
I thoroughly enjoyed it, yeah. It was
Nice
one of my
group
favourite
bonding.
songs, yeah.
Some phone torches on swaying.
Yeah, the audience loved it.
I'd say
I agree.
one thing we went wrong with though was that Josh was actually swaying the wrong way for half of our performance. So we were all swaying one direction and Josh was actually going a different way.
No, we send our congratulations to the JLS group. They were top quality.
Yeah, I think the big group then sort of split off and some of us were chilling in the tents.
Yeah, I was quite tired after my singing.
Then it was time for us to all go to sleep, get ready for that long walk. We woke up quite early, didn't we?
Yeah, I think I remember waking up about 6:40ish.
Yeah, about 6:30 we woke up, I think.
Early doors.
Yeah, trying to get that tent packed away was not fun, I remember that.
How was it for you, Ryan? Do you think...
I mean, me and Ted were tucked up early in bed, so we got a really good night's sleep. Nice and peaceful, nice and quiet, no noise, no distractions.
Up bright and early,
Up
got the
bright
tent
and
packed
early,
away.
refreshed. Yeah, felt good.
Our tent flew down as well. I'd say we got that down in rapid timing.
After that, it was talking to Kev about the route plan, wasn't it? So, Josh, what do you think? How was it?
I thought it was alright. A lot to take on board, yeah.
That's
you
why
did film it on your phone though, so you can go back to
I
it.
thought I was very innovative and I filmed it on my phone, so then on the way back we can listen to it.
And then
Yeah.
we ended up going half an hour the wrong way.
straight away as well, man.
Yeah.
With
No,
the first
no,
checkpoint, we went
no.
the wrong way.
And then we met up with another group who were walking the wrong way. Then we all came to our senses and we were realising we were walking the wrong way. So we turned around as a group collectively. And then we got to the first checkpoint, didn't we? Underneath the bridge,
Underneath the bridge, we met. I think there's a few year 2 students underneath the bridge in their cars. So we checked in with them, made sure everyone was there, and then carried on our way to checkpoint 2.
I think that was a good morale boost.
Yeah, I was about to
It was a bit
say,
wrong,
by
yeah.
that point we were still in good spirits.
Especially
We,
when they said we were like maybe the second group there.
Yeah.
That really pushed me especially forward, and us as a
Spirits
group.
were quite down before that though.
I did think we learned well though. After that, I don't think we put a foot wrong in terms of directions.
Because we meant, especially me as a navigator, I made sure that we didn't go the wrong way.
Yeah.
Because I was determined to get there as early as possible.
It's like
you
you're
were
in
trying to get back
Jumanji.
for the freeze game, weren't you?
Yeah, I wanted to get back for the title deciding Panthers freeze game. Luckily, I got back for the second half.
Unfortunately,
no?
he didn't get on the pitch in that game. Like,
No,
but, you know,
unfortunately not. Probably because
Right,
I
anyway,
wasn't there in time, mate.
By a certain point, we'd met up with quite a few groups. So we all,
Because they were all going the wrong way, wasn't it? So
everyone
they-
went the wrong way. We all met up together, and we carried on walking up loads of hills.
one of
we
the
all-
hills was very steep as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I remember walking past the golf course. That was
That was where we all met up, actually, wasn't it? 'Cause
Yeah.
we walked up that hill.
Had
and
a little rest
we
on
had
that
we had a
hill.
break, and the last we heard from them, they were
Yeah.
about half an hour behind.
by that point we was with everyone else. So we all got to the next checkpoint, which was up the big hill.
That big hill, and it was
Yeah, it was-
sort of through a valley, wasn't
It was
it?
at
And
the
then
top,
for a few
I think it was at the
farming
very
fields.
top of Stanley Park.
I think
Oh,
by
the
that point we
second
knew it was on the home stretch really. So we kept on walking, got to the last checkpoint, and
Got a lot of photos of animals as well.
Yeah, we saw. What did we see? We saw cows.
I saw-
Yeah,
horses,
going the wrong way at the
few
start
dogs.
actually helped us see a load of sheep.
It is. We saw quite a lot of animals at the start really
Yeah.
when we went the wrong
A
way.
few rabbits. We actually managed to sneak a picture of a rabbit.
What I probably would say is that wasn't our original plan for the walk back. Our original plan for the walk back was to take a football and to ask people if we could do some little sporting things with them.
Yeah.
We actually didn't
We
encounter
didn't- yeah.
many people wanting to take part. in
Not
our
even wanted to
football
take part.
day.
We didn't actually encounter many
Didn't
people
encounter
at
many
all.
people.
We was on the final stretch now. We could see Stammer Park. We could see the Falmouth Stadium. We appreciated it because we knew we was nearly back.
Yeah,
No,
we
no,
were
I
nearly
think,
back,
I
but-
think that was a major morale boost for Ted, especially because he had varsity late that day. And
Ted was at the front of the queue.
I was marching everyone on home.
Yeah, I think seeing the big Amex arch was really motivating as well because that's
Oh,
when,
it's
that,
not Wembley, mate.
the arch above the Amex.
Oh, okay,
There's
yeah,
an
yeah.
arch. Yeah, that was really motivating because I know that is literally where we were supposed to go. So that's like, oh, I can see where I can see the end.
From there, it was sort of just pushing through, you know.
Yeah.
We did try and stop at Stammer Park Cafe, get ice cream, but we got rushed off.
Yeah, and
I wanted to power through and get back.
Yeah.
And then obviously after that, we came back down to Sport Brighton, all checked in to say that we completed the walk, and we were all very happy after that.
After that, it was just
It was quite a sad
just
sight,
reflecting
wasn't it?
on it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the boys were all very happy to be home, and we're all quite proud of ourselves that we managed to do this walk all in
think-
one piece, no injuries. So Ryan actually didn't have that much to do as first aider.
I think it was just a good experience overall, you know.
It was. I think we all done our roles well. As kit lister, I think I did really well. Apart from Josh's role, Matt, but we'll excuse that.
But that's on Josh for
So
not
you-
listening.
That is,
no,
yeah.
but you also did reiterate the importance.
Sorry. Okay.
I'd also say we all grew closer as a group and
Yeah.
bonded as a group throughout our walk
Yeah,
because we
few-
spent a
few
lot
nice
of
we all
time
stayed
together.
together.
photos in there that you took as photographer.
Yeah,
we
lots of
we
photos.
did get a couple
Well, the
people
fact that
to
we're
take
here,
a
the fact that
group
we're here
photo.
now talking about it just shows.
What was your boys' key takeaways from that? Anything?
I enjoyed it. I
Yeah.
don't think there was a key takeaway for me. I think it was just a sort of not a new experience, but something I hadn't done in quite
Something
a while.
you wouldn't have done.
It's something that, I wouldn't have
Yeah,
done without
like-
the uni pushing it onto
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
I mean, speaking for me personally, I really wasn't looking forward to the walk home. I thought it was going to drag out, but I'd say that overall I enjoyed it. And it was a good new experience.
It was.
So how long did it take over? We left at
We left
half
about
7, 8?
7:30, and I think we got back at just after
1:30, 2, yeah.
Yeah.
And we were one of the last groups to leave. So I think we made
We
quite
did
good
well,
progress.
Yeah, and
And that rounds up our trip to Parkwood. I'd like to thank you all for listening. It's been a pleasure.
It has.
We've been the Parkwood Panthers.
we've been the Parkwood Panthers, and yeah, don't go changing.
Over and out.